Ideally, what you're looking for when you want to turn one of these things, is you're looking for an oblong log, and it'll turn to a better looking bird's mouth vase. But a round one will work also. That's pretty symmetrical. We're going to turn this one tonight. But this just gives you different ideas. Now, so the first thing we're going to do is when you turn these bird's mouth vases, you mount them between centers this way. So let's get this mounted in here. Now this will be the top of the vase right here. So I'm going to mount that back here. I've put a step center into the chuck. We're going to turn between centers. What we're going to do is we're going to basically get this turned to this configuration and turn a tenon down in here so we can reverse mount this. So the first stage, I will turn this round up to right about here, and I'll make the tenon down here because I always put a tenon on it, and then I make it where I can part this off. So I finish this whole thing, and then when I'm done, I part it off, and you're not mounting it back on here. I'm going to use this Jimmy Clues hollowing tool because that keeps it from beating me up so much. We're getting there. We're at about 1,300 RPMs right at the moment. Now we're at about 1,600. Getting pretty close. We've almost got it trued up. A little bit more here. I'm going to take and cut back a little bit here, and I'm going to start defining this here shape right here of the vase. Okay, got a little bit more there. Do what? This is a 1/2-inch bowl gouge. Mm-hmm. Wherever it falls. Because sometimes if you get an oblong log, and when you cut it, sometimes the pith will be off. And I just wherever it falls is what I let it happen. If you look at this one here, the pith wound up right in the neck. If you look at this one here, it's high on the ball right here because of the way you have to turn it. I just let it fall wherever. Now, these, if you look, crack quite a bit. I turned these while these were green. This is Bradford pear. This is Bradford pear. That's Bradford pear. This one here I turned when it was green, but I turned the whole thing and hollowed it also. Then I put it in the desiccant, bead desiccant, and dried it. So I didn't get a lot of cracking on it. This one here was a small one, and I turned this at the house today. This was green. I'd cut it, and I didn't put any anchor seal on it, didn't protect it. And you can see all the cracks. I won't finish it here. I probably will at the house. It may come apart. But this here piece had cracks in it like this, and that's why it's got the gaps cut out of it, because I got rid of them. I didn't like them. This piece is a piece of Bradford pear also, but this has been sitting on my shelf for like 2 or 3 years, and this is really dry. So this won't have any cracks in it because I've cut them away from the log. I'm going to finish making the tenon to fit, and we're going to reverse mount this. Any questions so far? All right. That's all I shape it till I reverse mount it, because when I reverse mount it, I want to true it all back up again, and we'll get closer to the shape then. Whatever your eye likes. And if you just look at a baby bird when it's in a nest, they'll give you an idea. When the mother's feeding it with worms, you know. That didn't work out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work, if you look at this has still got a flat spot here, so I need to taper more off of here so this don't have a flat on the end. So this is what I'm going to work on next, and I'm going to work on necking this down. Now I'm going to neck this down to approximately 2 1/8. And the reason for that, I'm going to take a 1 3/8 drill bit and I'm going to drill down in here. And that'll leave me a pretty good size neck where we won't blow it out or anything. That's how I come up with this dimension on this. If you do something bigger, you can see that that neck is a lot larger and the hole's a lot bigger. So you'll have to modify as you go along. These bigger ones are a little harder to do. I do them on my big machine because this one, to hollow it, I had to use my steady rest. It's just still got a little bit of a flat. You got to remember you're cutting air when you're cutting this out here on the tip. A little bit more. I'm just eyeballing it. It's pretty close. I'm going to shape the top of the vase in. Well, not yet. A little bit right there. Let's clean it up a little bit more and then we'll hollow it. I was doing a shear cut. I'm trying to get rid of these marks because I don't like the sand. As you can see right here, there's a mark right here, and then there's a little bit right here, and I'm going to try to get rid of this because I don't like the sand a lot. And then we'll hollow this thing. Ah, this tool rust makes it hard to do. Almost got him out of there. That's good enough for demo. Oh, got ahead of myself. I actually made this extension right here that holds this drill bit. I'm sure they sell them somewhere, or you can get a longer drill bit or whatever. We're going to drill into about here. I got a black mark right there. Do what? No. He wanted to know if I started with a pilot bit. I said, no, I'll start with this because this will give me the thickness I want going through the neck part here. And then when I start to hollow this, I'll taper this in here. We don't need that cranking at that speed neither. We're going to drill at about, I got about 700 there. We'll see how that starts out. That's a little too fast. We're drilling at about 400 or 500 RPMs. Almost there. What? We got lots of travel yet. We're just making a minor adjustment. Any questions to this point? All right. The next thing I want to do now is I'm going to cut this taper on the lip down into the neck down here. Anybody want to look at these? We can pass them around if you want. Three-eighths bowl gouge. Now, we don't want to get too aggressive with this because we're only holding it right here. In fact, let's double check this here. Make sure we haven't loosened our grip any. I got this about 1,400 RPMs according to this lathe here. Let's see what it'll do. Take a little more off of there yet. Pardon? That's not a spindle gouge, it's a bowl gouge, it's a 3/8. 3/8. Because we're basically turning a bowl right here. Yeah, we'll make that a little thinner. Now we're down to just hollowing the inside. If you don't have tools to hollow the inside, you've done drilled this, leave it be. We'll make an attempt. I got some tools. This is a Hunter hollowing tool, in case if you're not familiar with it. When you're using this part of the tool always should be on the tool rest, not this part. If you get it out here, it will go like this. You will get a catch. Yeah, no out here. How do I know this? Can't get too carried away at this neither. Once again, we're only holding it right here. No, it's just a Hunter howling tool. It's got the sharp edge, the cup carbides on it. Let's crank this up a little bit. It might turn a little bit better. This is not my howling tool. This belongs to Camille Graff, who's not here this evening. And it's been parked at my house for about a month, and I've been using it quite a bit. I've done enough of these, I kind of got a feel for them. If you don't, you need to get some kind of calipers or something so you can feel in here. If you can't see down there, don't worry about it. I should have brought my other machine. I'm at about 1,500 right now. I'm right around 1,600 now. That's better. You would think that would work. Get too many shavings in there and it interferes with the cutter. Pardon? When you're using this tool here, you can see it kind of sits on about a 25 to 30 degree angle. So you're actually shear cutting with this Hunter tool. And I have a tendency when I'm using this tool, I will dip this down a little bit below center because it'll have less tendency to catch on you. If you get it up above center, it'll have more of a tendency to catch on you. This is something you learn when you get that thing. Or you come down to my house and try this. The part of this that I'm working on with this tool is this upper curve right here. If you get, when I had that drilled, if you get down into the bottom here, it'll hit this and it really won't cut. So Hunter makes another tool. I've recently purchased, and I'm still getting, I'm not perfect with this one yet. Another Hunter hauling tool. This is a straight tool. It's the bigger. I think the bigger one, and it's a Badger 2, I believe, is what it is. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get a catch. This tool works really good for turning this part of the radius right down in here inside. And I will turn that at an angle too. Not like that. 45. And vibrations, because that's a lot of tool sticking over that tool rest there. Well, we're getting there. Well, this tool works really good. Of course, it's got a maximum hangover. It's because it's so solid, it don't have that flex to it. Not flux. We're close enough for the demo. I'm going to do just a little more. That's good right through there. Too many shavings. Let's get the turkey baster out again. This must be a chicken baster. one more time, and I think we'll have it here. There it is. Sharp tools. Yep. That feels pretty good. At this point, I would sand the outside, and clean it up, put a finish on it. Then I would part this off. I'm not going to part it off because I'm going to take it home and finish it up at the house. I'm going to take it off and pass it around. And you can feel down in there and see how close I got that. Good enough for here.